5 of just 15. And that's going to be it for tonight. So the entertainment comes to a closure. Harder legs, maybe slow delivery, and off-cutter wanted to hit it for another gigantic 6. Miscued it, mistimed it completely. And he's done. Seems like it's cut it off the surface. And it was late on the stroke. At the same time, he was cramped. Well-directed shot delivery from Fahim Ashraf. He's got the knack of picking up important wickets. Fahim Ashraf. It was looking dangerous, but he's removed from the middle. Yeah, that's where the left-handers. This pitch is offering consistent bounce. Use the pace. Made sure he plays the ball late. The rest was history. He's off the mark in style.
साफ क्लियर नहीं तो दिखेगा कैमरा तो zoom in नहीं है UHD हो रहा है मैं तो नहीं चाहता कैमरा जितनी समझ नहीं एकदम रात है
Play those big shots. So I guess there are two ways of looking at the situation. Go down with guns blazing or, put in the hard yards, and try to exist till the end. Undone by a ball that got to him a bit quicker. Got big on him in a way and wanted to once again hit a 6. Spliced it and was caught. How about playing full court off overs? 53 for 5.
क्या हो गया जी मैच लगा भाई आ जाओ वेलकम जीरो की
Terrific spell of bowling from Pakistan. 5 down South Africa. A very tight corner. Super soft premium detergent powder. Cleans like a dream. What are we looking at? There are 2 men in the ring on the offside, 2 in the leg side. So Pakistan not over-attacking, keeping it simple. And I think that's been the other reason why they've been success, or why they've been a success with the ball. Kept it simple. Mirza there, hold the channel, hard length initially, then a little bit of variation. Try to bowl a straight line, wicket to wicket, and it worked perfectly. This can be a complicated, troublesome format for bowlers. So just try to keep it simple, and it works. I mean, Nawaz seems to do that all the time. Hardly any variations. I think the maximum that he varies is the amount of spin, nothing more than that. Yeah, at the moment it's South Africans who need to force the issue. All the Pakistani needs to do is keep it simple like you suggested. And let them take the life in their own hands. At times they can tend them by flighting the ball, urging them or impelling them to go for it. Who knows? There might be another wicket around the corner. They need to tread carefully. Try to play out 20 overs to get runs on the board, 120, 140, who knows? But they're quite capable of putting up a fight. South Africa, by nature, are very good at this. They're not throwing the towel. They are stubborn. Don't give up that easily. Once again, a shot down the ground for a run. Not taking any risk against Nawaz in this over. 58 for 5. They do a fabulous job. And usually you get A-quality pitches here in T20Is. Yeah, Gaddafi Stadium has become aesthetically pleasing on the eyes. Looks beautiful, Gaddafi Stadium under lights. Recently renovated, redesigned. Oh, that is smashed. He's a basher of a cricket ball that really ran across like at the speed of lightning in the slot and absolutely nailed. He bludgeoned it. He's been biding his time, got the opportunity and went for it. No holding back for the captain. Hit that stroke with a lot of disdain. Yeah, I mean, we're raving about this new kid on the block. Brevis, massive hitting down the ground. This one was powered for a 100-meter monster. And looking to once again go for that broke shot in a way. Didn't read the lack of pace on that one, not the extra bit of bounce undone by a very fine, intelligent delivery by Fahim. After being nailed for so many big shots, Amer, really to make that comeback and stay the course was really smart from Fahim. He's a thinking cricketer. He must have thought about a plan how to go about the job and dismiss the batsman who was looking very dangerous. Used that heavy ball quite nicely, Fahim Ashraf.
Good shot. What is wrong? No, sorry.
Highest strike rate in T20s. Since 2024, he makes the list. 177.35 is the strike rate. And if you can get a batsman in the
but
middle
go to
order
the
batting like this, like a dream, then your chances of winning contests become that much more positive. But at the moment, he has to think about a way to move forward, not thinking about his strike rate. He has to be there for his side till the 15th over. From there,
गरम बड़े थे वो थोड़ा
he will
बर्बाद रहा
improvise his thinking. And for the timing, keep on waiting for such deliveries and be ready for them. Another boundary. That is some smash.
तो
Just a peek into what this guy can do to a cricket ball. Absolutely powered it to mid wicket, hammered it. Balance. We talk about power hitting balance, and have a look at this. It wasn't a slog, it was a pull shot. Oh, bowled! He makes another grand comeback for Him Ashraf. Spoiling the fun for the South Africans. And I think it was another slow ball. Once again, mentally strong to get rid of a guy who's looking to take him on. Yeah, just putting his fingers on that one. And big inside edge, and he's gone. Yeah, every time he has conceded a couple of boundaries for Him Ashraf. He comes back strong. Another wicket for him. It's 66 for 6, South Africa, and it's time for drinks.
आज के लिए हाँ करेगी ठंडा पैसा तो 1500 2000 टिकट होगी वो खत्म मैच ही अगर स्टेडियम में बना रहे हो तो कितना बना रहे कराची नया जगह बना रहे हैं इमरान खान की फोटो लास्ट दिन दोबारा साटा दोबारा पड़ेगा चार थे बराबर थी पता लग गया यार कराई कुछ और नहीं कर
Yeah, welcome back from the drinks break. South Africa in a whole heap of trouble. The 10 over mark, 66 for 6. Second T20 international. Last wicket to go down under the South African skipper. Once again, the slow delivery chops it back on to his stumps. Pakistan, so far, really good. With the ball within the field is well guarded. They have one drop chance.
ਇਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਣ ਗਈ ਸੀ
Robin Bosch makes his way
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
out
ਹੋਰ
into the
ਪਾਸੇ
middle.
ਚਮਚੇ ਦੋ ਜਾਂ
Still 10 overs left in the B's batting surface. Still a good one. Pakistan have bowled some really good lines and used the slow delivery quite effectively.
प्लेट चार हो गया खीर को पहले खाओ उसके बाद घोल जावे
Excellent
उसके
turnaround
बाद दूध पाओ
from Pakistan.
तो बाद
JP
फिर
Dubey.
उसकी जगह
Yeah, talk about an improved performance needed from Pakistan. Must win for sure. Gosh, if they started well in the first half of the South African batting innings. What's been most impressive is really just the simplicity of their plans. We know that we're always going to get judged against execution. From ball one in that first over, I think 5 out of the 6 deliveries were hitting stumps. We spoke at length about that pre-game, didn't we? It's great to see the fight from Pakistan and up against it in the last few months. A lot of criticism have come their way. They've responded positively in this first half. There's another place where the response is quite spectacular. It's in that Tapal Tea Lounge. Cricket fans enjoy Pakistan's very own brand, number one tea in the country. Yeah, absolutely spot on, JP. It's about simplicity of the plans. Marry that in with really good execution as well. So great turnaround in terms of the power play bowling, and the spinners have also continued. Slip in place now. Ashwell Prince, the batting coach of the Proteas, sharing some advice for the batting pair, Bosch and George Linder, all-rounders in the team. An opportunity for them to spend a little bit of time at the crease. We know how destructive they can be, actually aggressive players. The situation, well, it's not just about bashing, it's about reading the conditions, understanding who the opposition is. They've been going tight lines, good length. And for 6. Pakistan, much improved performance with ball in hand. Bowled aggressive lines, but also used the conditions well. Unplayable deliveries from time to time. Got 6 critical wickets in the first half of the game. And got their tails up, have Pakistan. Led well by Mirza, getting an opportunity. He's played a lot of T20 cricket up until this point, but has certainly grabbed the opportunity with both hands. You talk about reading the conditions. Well, yes, it's important to keep the stumps in play, but they've used slow pace deliveries to real good effect. 5 out of the 6 dismissals so far have been to the change of pace. More importantly, well directed. You just take the Donovan Ferreira dismissal as an example. Before the dismissal was also a change of pace, but there was an adjustment in length. Didn't go away from the plan, just adjusted the length to make sure that it executed better. And that's been the impressive signs of Pakistan bowling. It now becomes a case of now South Africa assessing what will be a first innings score that they can put on the board and give their bowlers something to bowl at. Start obviously hasn't gone their way. At the moment, at 6.18, the projected score is 124. He can push around the 140. George Linder still out there, played a good hand in that previous game. But he needs support from Corbin Bosch and others to follow from the other end. It's time to impress again. Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV. Inbrex XU. Charge fast and drive smart. Really nice. So South Africa just knocking the ball around for ones and twos just to build some sort of momentum for the next 3 or 4 overs. Best of throws from short fine.
It's always an interesting discussion point when you're in a situation such as this one. South Africa 73 for 6. What you mentioned about knocking the ball around, building a partnership. And importantly, the question always comes around mindset. How are you addressing the ball? You're still looking with a positive intent. Your options might be a little bit lower in terms of the risk, but your aggressive mind's always trying to hit the ball to the sweepers. You don't want to dab the ball, and I think that's where batters get themselves into a bit of challenge. And that's we spoke about opportunities for South Africa to build a partnership. And it's gone begging again. Fahim Ashraf gets another breakthrough. 7 down now for South Africa.
They're marching the troops really well. Salman Aliaga, as he calls them in for a chat. But it's been another impeccable bowling performance. One after the other, Pakistan bowlers have been relentless. Once again, a cutter into the surface. The line and the length, the combination, excellent. That means George Linder's innings tonight will come to a close for 9. South Africa 73 for 7. Andre Berger makes his way out. South Africa still have 8.1 legal deliveries in this first innings here. And Pakistan have been really good. Fantastic turnaround in terms of their plans and more importantly the execution as well. Excellent. With pace on and very well directed short delivery to close. Another successful over out from Fahim. He has 3, still has another one in his spell. 12 overs done. South Africa 73 for 7.
Seriously, what the 7 deliveries have been a change of pace by Pakistan. South Africa have unfortunately not come up with options that have been successful. Tails up. The fans are really enjoying this performance. Smiles all around, and why not from Pakistan in the pound seats.
All 7 wickets to pace tonight. Abrar got dealt with some of Brevis's 6s. Nawaz also hasn't picked up a wicket yet tonight. Bowling with the slips with the pressures on. Salman Aliaga will hope his bowlers can quickly close this innings out.
A bit of turn as well. Slightly slow through the air, Nawaz.
Yeah, he's been really consistent, hasn't he? He's backed up the seamers. They've been the dominant impact force in the game so far. But he's certainly done a handy job. There's Mohammad Nawaz coming off a really spectacular performance with ball in hand in the first T20I.
At 3 for 26, his best figures at home in that previous game. Piling up the dot deliveries now, just the one of the first four. Problem also becomes for the tail ender, how long can they hang in there for, or are they even looking to hang in there? You just feel the big shot is round the corner. Will pick up one. Andre Berger off the mark. It's time for KFC, the official food partner. Another good over. Down to long off for one. Nawaz bowled another good spell. 19 for none in his 4 overs, 76 for 7. South Africa currently eyeing 117. 76 for 7. Even that seems a bit in the distance at the moment. Only because Corbin Bosch and Andre Berger are at the crease. They are up against Naseem Shah. The figures say he has one. He could have very easily had two. Had Matthew Gretzky put down on naught. Was by Salman Mirza, who came around the other end and picked him up himself to bag 3 figures, 3 wickets tonight. He also has one more over. Rashid Riaz sticks his left hand out. That will have to be re-bowled and will also be a free hit. It's marginally overstepping Naseem Shah. Puts it away with some force to the free hit and goes to the boundary.
It's been an option that Pakistan have used successfully up until this point. But with the fact that it's a free hit, Corbin Bosch has the ability to release the handbrake. And he does so beautifully. Cracks it to the boundary for a welcome four.
It seems that sort of surface a little bit tacky, so the slow one just holds up marginally. Not sure why Pakistan have employed so much of those slow deliveries and have picked up 6 out of the 7, like you just said, in terms of wickets off the change of pace deliveries. The other thing they've turned around really nicely is the number of extras. They bowled 10 wides and a no ball in that previous game. Don't want to jinx it far too early, but just the 1 wide and the 1 no ball tonight. So they've come around and checked all bases so far. At the moment, just looking to tuck it around for once. South Africa hoping that Pakistan can maybe leak a few bad deliveries. If possible, they can pick up boundaries on. Hamdard's Pakistan now introducing 12 new recipe mixes, making moments flavorful. That's another one. Far too easy so far tonight for Pakistan. Naseem Shah has 2, South Africa 8 down.
All extremely polished performance thus far by the seamers of the Pakistani bowlers. We spoke earlier about the slow ball being the great option, but gets the wicket with a straight up delivery this time around. Coleman Box, he goes for 11. 83 for 8, South Africa.
लगता है कार वैसे कोई 100 de पेड़ और अभी 13 पार
83 for 8. Rare wide delivery. They're really good from Naseem Shah. Hammers down that length and a feint tickle through to the keeper. To pick up Corbin Bosch. This time, pace on. Simple take from Usman Khan behind the stumps. And the good work from Pakistan and the bowling contingent continues. All 8 wickets to seam now. Wrapped in the front, finger goes up as well. South Africa 9 down, Naseem has 3. But Botman has other ideas. Let's have a look.
We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked it is a fair delivery. Front off spin we have played.
तेल का देते हैं बाबरा हम फिनलैंड है
Stand by.
नहीं यार आओ तुम बाल बहुत ऊंची जा रही लगी है नहीं वीटन उत्तर बाल जा रही है अगर जो दूसरे से दहोंगे ना वीटन उत्तर बाल जाने तो हाइट बहुत
Keep rolling. I can see gap in the pattern ball. Satisfied, no back in war. Ball tracking when you ready, please. Original decision is out. Pitching got shot off. Impact the line. Wickets missing. Rashid, change. How to see the stand by. You on camera, make a signal.
Yeah, Rashid Riaz will have to overturn his decision. Excellent from Bartman. Saved on height. Good review, which means South Africa still have 2 wickets left. Have another 6.1 overs to battle out. JP Dumini next to me called it absolutely spot on. What is share of bet as well with the others in the com box? Yeah, fancy football. Maybe not Usman.
वो उछली
Leaks want to end the over 85 for 8.
फिर भी गेम इतनी ऊंची होके लगी पैड है नहीं पैड तो लगी लेकिन मेरा पैड का उतना हिस्सा है वो विकेट भी क्या होता फिर वो पैड की ग्रिप बनी होगी ना तल में सिरे चला गया वो उछलिया है वो उछलिया वाली गेम सही लगी लेकिन वो आउट क्यों नहीं है अभी वो गेंद मोबाइल से उछली ज़्यादा
Not as many high rises as South Africa would have liked. Oh, yeah! Oh, he's taken it! Oh, I just put down. Felt like he'd reached that one. Babar Azam just giving him a bit of a demo. Once again, in the air. Felt like it made the distance to Abrar. Oh, definitely got a hand to it. Bartman now throwing the kitchen sink at everything.
Just having a conversation here, Ruj, but what could South Africa get to at this point? I'm certainly in favour of the 2 wickets, I'm not.
Reasons to that, very clear. Yeah, just feel with Abrar now varying his space, bowling very slow in between. Look for the one that he fires through. As he continued to loop one for Bartman to hit it straight up in the air. Oh, does just that. Very close to the off stump. Has 4 dots in a row.
If ever there's an opportunity, particularly for Italian to just get some runs, is to get it above the eye line. And one thing about Bartman, he's certainly throwing the kitchen sink, 1 down, 2 long off.
Now Pakistan's seamers have picked up 9 wickets twice in T20 international cricket versus South Africa, Centurion 2021 versus India in New York in the T20 World Cup in 2024. They've never picked up 10 international wickets in T20Is. At the moment they're at 8. Abrar doesn't spoil that party in this over, 86 for 8.
सीरियस समझे जाते उस टीम में नाम देते हैं
It's a bombastic bowling performance. Salman Mirza set up the shot. 3 for 6 in his 3 overs. And they've never ever looked back since. 86 for 8. Well, this is getting tough for South Africa. They need to really pull out of their skins to save this one.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at perhaps what's defendable. 5 overs to go. From a South African perspective, if they can add another 40 runs, they'll feel they've afforded themselves an opportunity. But this has been an excellent display of fast bowling. Many would have criticised them for the way they've started in the first T20 international. But this evening, absolutely brilliant. Tactics, plans, and most importantly, Rami's execution of those plans.
Yeah. How the tide has turned so quickly within a space of what, about a couple of days. And from learning point of view, I think Pakistan have done magnificently well because they were completely short on bowling intellect. Batting was all over the place. And a young South African team, in terms of experience, showed them the way. And so they put it right immediately now, which is great news.
Yeah, just the comparison from the other night. Just an operating speed is being, we talk about a yard quicker than Sain Freely. But also, he's sword, he's skinny. One thing that we've been crying out for so often is to bring those stumps into play. And he's been an excellent exponent of this surface this evening. Yeah, a lot of credit has to go to this Pakistan seam outfit. The way they've summed up conditions. First T20 International, they've gone with the slower ball option. This evening, they've gone to the quick cut seam to the surface. Has proven to be successful. Well, from a South African perspective, they know they're not out of this contact airs here.
And look at the variations in length also, and control to go with those variations. The Yorker attempted, slow deliveries have worked wonderfully well. The sleight of hand to go with good bowling mentality.
Yeah, I must say, I've been really impressed with Mirza. Talk about his lateral variation, his sword is skinny. This time round, he's coming around the wicket. He changes up the angle to the right-hander. But in an opening spell, very often as a batter, you're trying to line a bowl up. He hasn't afforded any of these South African batters that opportunity.
Inside edge, they'll run away to the fence. With the crumbs will work for South Africa. Inside edge, they look too happy playing at that one, but it worked well to the fence.
He has definitely been rushed for pace, but again, it's at an angle, coming back in at the stumps. Fortune runs for South Africa, but it'll take them whichever way they come right now.
A lot of people in, and obviously there is chance of a legal Chelsea. Happy faces, Pakistan bossing the contest. The other great ability of criticizing all over and around the stumps.
Huh?
Good call. They poured in numbers. And are having a great time of it. Impressive stuff from Mirza. 4 overs, 3 for 14.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. Pakistan crowd out for someone to set the tone this evening, and Mirza on his very first over got rid of the dangerous Reza Hendricks. Second over, pick up his second, that of Tony Desauzi. How is that from number 3 this evening? Excellent spell of bowling. Definitely been the pick of the bowlers this evening. Figures of 3 for 14. Those very social lines that they've been operating at. Standing conditions this evening, it was slow balls that worked effectively. A lot of those balls went right into the stumps, but it's understanding your conditions and what's going to make you effective. I'll highlight again from a Pakistan team perspective, they had to make the play. Those captain winning the toss, but there was just an energy about them this evening, Ramesh.
Bowling has never been shot in talent, but it's just the execution that can go haywire at times. You get the bowling coach, his word, managed to find under pressure, get their own song. How good were they?
Yeah, I think talent abundance, Ramesh. I think from natural bowling ability, they have that. It's about formulating plans that's going to make you effective. And that is what's so pleasing to see from Mirza's point of view this evening. It's understanding the skill set, but of course, you need to implement your skill set and execute it to a certain plan. brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's about surviving right till the 20th. And so probably they can then have a figure-free moment. Your ultimate insurance partner, download figure-free app now.
Yeah, I think, from a personal perspective, perhaps a little bit disappointed at where Shahid Safri's game is at. So I think he's the one bowler that really set the tone at 21.